Welcome everybody watching in on the Sounds They Say softball channel. Steve Sciplin here with you. Matt may or may not be on his way. He has a previous something that he had to attend to, so he might be on his way. We're here at LadyJag's field between the Folsom Lake Falcons and San Jose City Jaguars. Jags are coming in off the 8-6 victory over Cabrillo on Tuesday, and Folsom comes in after a 3-2 loss at Butte. So we had some things going on in here. But Folsom comes in after a 3-2 loss to Butte on Friday. We'll bring you the team stats powered by Presto Sports. Jax has come in with a 5-4 record. Folsom comes in at 3-7. San Jose comes in hitting at 275, having scored 40 runs. And with a home run and team ERA of 3.44, Folsom comes in hitting at 287, having scored 34 runs, 2 home runs, and a team ERA of 2.16. All right, so the starting pitcher for the Jags today will be Elena Valdez. She'll be making her 4th start. She comes in with a 5-1 record. As you see, Street having some fun behind us. She comes in with a 5-1 record and an ERA of 1.12. And starting for Folsom will be Isabella Zavala. She comes in making her 4th start, a 1-4 record and an ERA of 2.10. And last time these two teams met was couple weeks ago, that this is actually a makeup game because the second game of that doubleheader got rained out, and they were not able to play that game. The game, but clear skies. It's a great day, and we will be back here in just a moment for the start of today's game. All right, welcome everybody to LadyJag's field. We got a non-conference matchup and a makeup game between the Folsom Lake Falcons and San Jose Jaguars. Sciplin here with you, and Matt is currently at work, and we'll see if he is able to make it here today. But we do have a switch already for the Jaguars. It'll be Chelsea Raymond making the start here today. This is her 9th appearance, 6th start in the year. Does come in with an 0-3 record and a 6.51 ERA. And she will be looking to have a game closer to what she did earlier in the season compared to what she did as of late. All right, we're about ready to go here, and it'll be Emma Gayton starting off for Folsom. Running off for Folsom, the third baseman, Emma Gayton. All right, she comes in hitting at an incredible 440. Does have an RBI on the season. All right, first pitch is. We could have caught that. All right, 0-1 pitch coming, and it's up high for a ball. And count now goes to 2-0. And Jazz hasn't really been throwing like she did last year here so far this season. He's been looking to make a change here soon as his pitch is up high again, and it's a quick 3-0 count. The sun is out. Got a good crowd here in the stadium. And we'll bring the defensive alignment in here in just a moment. And this one on the inside, called strike. So the Jags defense remains the same, with Venegas and Smith at third and short. Kaya Sandoval and Gabby Jordan on the right side of the infield. Shades in left, Felix in center, Jade Henry in right. And she takes ball 4. The second baseman, Adriana Vasquez. All right, and that'll bring Adriana Vasquez up. Comes in hitting at 217 with a couple stolen bases. And this one is high inside for a ball. Now this was well high, and Gayton will reach second on a wild pitch. Not the best start to the game so far, but she can, but he can, but it's still early enough to get things corrected. And 0-2 on its way up high again, and Gayton will advance over to third. And an early adjustment needs to happen. The 3-0 pitch coming, and it's up high, ball 4. And Coach Rooney will call time early. And a switch will be made, and Elena Valdez will come in to pitch. This is her 9th appearance, comes in with a 5-1 record and a ERA of 1.12. And we get an umpire that reports the changes. Haven't had that this year. Yeah, so those of you that watched the game on Thursday might have heard of myself and Matt reminiscing on some old times from when we were playing here. And Matt built an all-star lineup that as was common on that team definitely would have dominated the state. Starting pitcher, Isabella Savala. All right, and Isabella Savala is about ready to go. And first pitch to her is taken for a strike. The 0-1 just high. Taken for a ball. Count goes 1-1. On its way is hit into right. Jade Henry will come in to make the catch. The throw home will be cut off by Gabby Jordan. And runners will be at second and third with 1 out. And Haley Reginato coming up. The left fielder, Haley Reginato. And she comes into the game in under 100, but has drawn a walk and has a stolen base. And this one was fouled off over her head. And was that number 21 now? 0-1 pitch. On its way, and it's inside. Taken for a ball. One coming, swung on and missed, strike two. She took a little off of that one. And 1-2 coming. Swung on and missed, strike three. So the first strikeout of the day. And that will bring Itzel Montoya up.
The right fielder, Itzel Montoya.
She comes in hitting at 267. An RBI, 4 walks, and does have a stolen base on the year. This one is hit into right. Henry coming up, not able to make the catch, and 2 runs will score, and Folsom will take an early lead.
The designated player, Claire Yanez.
And that will bring Claire Yanez up. Comes up hitting 235. Has both of the team's home runs. Leads with 9 RBIs and is surprisingly not in the cleanup spot. This one is hit right to Sandoval, and she makes the catch for the out. Jazz give up a couple, but back here, bottom of the first. Jazz come up down 2-0, and it'll be Melissa Felix who leads it off. Comes into the game hitting at 423 with a couple RBIs and a stolen base. And first pitch is down for a ball. Count will go to 0-1. And teams came up with some new chants that you have to have no idea what's going on with this. And she reaches for it, but did she pull back in time? Still waiting for the call, and And no, she did not. Count is 1-1. And it's one well and down and in. Taken for a ball. Count will go to 2-1. This one is slapped to the left side, and a great catch made by the shortstop, Jamies, for out number 1.
The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
That will bring Kaya Sandoval up. Hitting at 316. Couple RBIs and three steals on the year. First pitch on the outside, taken for a ball. Oh, one on the outside, called strike. And we're getting the defensive alignment confirmed for Folsom, and we'll bring that once we do. This one is pulled hard and well foul. And a bit of a delay, and new ball is coming to the umpire. All right, so here's the defensive alignment for Folsom. Gayton at third, Jamie's at short, Adriana Vasquez at second, and Sydney Verlin at first. This pitch is swung on, missed, strike 3, and is also thrown out at first.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
That will bring Malia Venegas up. Hitting .292 on the year with 4 RBIs, and swings at the first pitch and missed for strike 1. All right, to finish out the defensive for Folsom, got Haley Reginato on the left. This one is hit at the third baseman and is going to be an infield single with Jade Henry coming up.
The right fielder, Jade Henry.
All right, comes up at 375 on the year. A home run, 13 RBIs, and another opportunity. This one is dribbled right back to the pitcher, and throw is in time for out number 3. Jags unable to get something going, but a lot more game left to play when we come back. here for the top of the second. It will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Folsom with Araceli Jamies starting it off.
Starting off the second inning for Folsom, the shortstop, Araceli Jamie.
And she comes into the game hitting at 280 with an RBI. And first pitch is down for a ball. And 1-0 coming is hit to third, and Venegas can't make the catch. And Jamies will advance over to second on what should be scored an error. And Jags will have a conversation. All right, so I was reminded of something after the game that was supposed to be mentioned, but somehow forgot about. So if you were not here in the Percy Carr gym this past Wednesday, you missed something that we haven't seen in a while. Men's basketball secured the Coast Conference title with a win over Gavilan. And they will be hosting every playoff game they play this year up until the state series. And first game should be coming up on Saturday. Elizabeth Wiley is now up, and she pulls back. And we'll have to see what the call on that was.
The center fielder, Elizabeth Wiley.
Pitch on its way down in the dirt for a ball. There was no signal on the first one, so right now we're just taking it as if it was called a ball. But we'll have to see what the official count ends up being. Pitch on its way, swung on and missed for strike two. That first pitch was called a strike. 1-2 coming is dribbled, stays fair, and the throw to first is well in time. Well, in time for the first out.
The first baseman, Sydney Berlin.
That brings Sydney Verlin up. Comes in hitting 222, couple RBIs, and dribbles the first pitch foul. Oh, 1 coming on the inside. Not taken for a ball, but didn't look. From the angle I have, it did not look it was that far off. Now, I am essentially sitting in the right-handed batter's box. I was in the left-handed batter's box. But it didn't look that far off. Check swing, called strike. 1-2 coming. Is just gets the bat to it. Knocks it foul, and the count remains at 1-2. Pitch on its way, check swing, and she did not go. Count now goes to 2-2. Jamie is the runner at third, Verlin at the plate, with Gayton next up. Pitch coming is popped up and foul, and that is number 22. Not sure if that number is right, but we're running with it. Two-two pitch coming. On the inside, ball 3. Full count, 1 out in the inning, and a runner on third. Pitch coming. Rolled high for ball 4. There's a couple people who thought otherwise, and she tries going to second and is called out. What started off as a smart decision ended up not being one.
The third baseman, Emma Gayton.
All right, now it's back to the top of the order. Emma Gayton up. And she took a walk her last time up. And first pitch, right down the middle, called strike. Oh, 1 coming on the outside. A called strike. The count is now 0-2. And a chance to get out of this. Runner on third, 2 outs in the inning. 0-2 pitch. Up high for a ball. One-two coming, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Valdez able to get out of one with a runner on third. No score, no runs, no hits, and a runner left on, going to the bottom of the second. back here for the bottom of inning number 2 is the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Gabby Jordan starting it off, and she's unable to make contact with the first pitch for strike 1. This one is hit to third. Thrown on to first, but was that called foul?
Looks like it was.
And it was. And so on the year, Gabby Jordan hitting at 364 and had a very loud double against Cabrillo. This one is on the outside for a ball. And during the break, an offer was put out for any of the 5 other people up here to, if they choose, to jump on for an inning. And it swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that will bring Bella Gianbruno up.
The catcher, Bella Gianbruno.
She comes up hitting at 222. And she swings at the first one. Strike 1. And pitch is taken for a ball. Count goes 1-1. And despite what our scoreboard says, there is only 1 out in the inning. And this pitch is taken for a ball. Count goes to 2-1 with 1 out in the inning. Pitch on its way up high for a ball. Count now 3-1. An opportunity for just the second base runner so far. Pitch on its way on the outside. A late call, but is a called strike. And count now full. And pitch is hit deep into right center. And it is the center fielder, Wiley, over to make the catch for out number 2.
The designated player, Chelsea Raymond.
And that'll bring Chelsea Raymond up. Comes in hitting at 375 on the year. And first pitch is dribble foul on the third base side. Count goes to 0-1. Nobody on, 2 out. And the pitch on the outside, taken for a ball. And the 1-1 coming is on the outside, taken for a strike. count runs to 1-2. And pitch is on the outside in the dirt. Two count. 2 outs in the inning. And count now full. Three-two count. And the pitch is fouled off the plate, and we will stay at 3-2. Three-two pitch is a comebacker. Couldn't make the catch, but the throw to first is in time for out number 3. Zavala able to not allow anything in the inning as we go on to inning number 3. Back here, top of inning number 3, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters starting it off with Adriana Vasquez coming up.
The second baseman, Adriana Vasquez.
And she comes back up after taking a 4-pitch walk back in the first. First pitch is just high for a ball. And it shows bunt, pulls it back and takes the ball. Count now 2-0. And the pitch is hit foul right into Arnold's office. And the 2-1 coming is hit foul. Count out 2-2. Two is fouled again, and we'll do it over. Pitch on its way. It's popped up behind the plate. Gian Bruno lays out but is unable to get to it. And we will stay at 2-2. And 2-2 again. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The third strikeout for Valdez, and that will bring Savala up to hit.
The pitcher, Isabella Zavala.
And she flied out to Jade Henry in right for her last time up. And first pitch on the outside for a ball. On its way, hit foul. Oh. And the count goes 1-1. Pitch on its way is hit hard to right off the glove of Gabby Jordan, and the throw in from Henry will not get there, and that will be an infield not an infield single, but she will reach.
The left fielder, Haley Reginato.
That brings Haley Reginato up. She struck out swinging back in the first. And first pitch, and it hit her. Now 2 on and 1 out for Itzel Montoya.
The right fielder, Itzel Montoya.
All right, and she popped up a single into shallow right for a two-run single. For the only runs of the game so far. And first pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Two on, 1 out with the number 5 hitter at the plate. And this one is down for a ball. Count goes 1-1. Now you do want to get it out here because Claire Yanez, who has the only 2 home runs for Folsom, is due up next. One is hit foul, and it goes right off the batting cage. Runners on first and second with an out in the inning, and the 1-2 pitch coming. One is hit to third, and it will get through into left. And bases are loaded with Yanez coming up.
The designated player Yanez.
And Yanez comes up after hitting a line drive right to Kaya Sandoval for the third out of that first inning. And first pitch is high for a ball. And is a check swing hit foul. And the 1-1 coming. It is hit foul right off the screen on the right field side, and we're at 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch coming is hit to Sandoval. The throw home will be well in time for out number 2. And it'll be Araceli Jamies up to hit.
The shortstop, Araceli Jamies.
And it also appears that Folsom is going to make a change. And a pinch runner is likely what is coming in. Bases loaded. And it'll be the flex player, Michaela Pamplona, coming in to run for Claire Yanez at first. Bases loaded, 2 outs. But Jamie's at the plate, who reached on an error her last time up, starting off the second inning, and she missed this one for strike 1. Pitch coming is well high. Reginaldo coming to the plate. The throw is in time for the third out. What started out as disaster ended up on a great play between Gian Bruno and Valdez, and that will end the third inning for Folsom, 2-0, going to the bottom of the third. Back
coming
here
up
at
to
Lady
bat
Jag's
will be
field, and I don't know why this graphic is up because the game's not over, but it will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters with Carissa Smith, who comes in hitting at 143 with an RBI on the year. And the first pitch of hers on the outside, taken for a ball. And the 1-0 on the outside, taken for a ball. Oh, dude, we gotta wait and see on some of these calls because we got some late reactions from the umpire. And this one is hit foul right off the Jaguar center. And not sure what the question was. Question was because he only called. He never called a strike. Hey, can you asking if there was a 2-strike count, which it is not, and that pitch was outside for a ball, and it's now 3-1. And the pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. So now we have a 2-strike count. Three and 2, no one on, no one out. The pitch from Savala is in the dirt, ball 4. And Carissa Smith will be on first, and it will be Shades coming up to hit.
The left fielder, Lorena Solis.
So I'm not in the business of stealing other people's stuff. So I'm gonna leave that slow Shades to Matt. But she is not Shades right now. And she lays down a bunt, that goes foul. And for those that don't know the story, outside of the time that she's at the plate, you will never see her without shades on. And from what has been told over the last 2 years, she has multiple ones for different situations. There's one that she plays in, one that she wears inside, and he lays down a bunt, and the sacrifice play will advance Smith over to second. All right, and it's back to the top of the order with Felix at the plate.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
All right, and she lined out to the shortstop to start this game off. Runner on second, one out in the inning. And this one on the outside, called strike. Corners of the infield are playing real shallow. And this pitch is on the outside, taken for a ball. Count goes 1-1. And it is not bad strategy for them to do that. That as with the speed, you do want to get to a slap hitter early. And pitch on the inside, taken for a ball, count now 2-1. Two one coming. And this is hit to third. And the throw to first is in time. But Carissa Smith does advance over to third with Kaya Sandoval coming up.
The second baseman, Kaya Sandoval.
She comes up after striking out. Back in the first. This one is hit foul right off the umpire. And he appears to be all right. And 0-1 is up high for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Two outs in the inning with a runner on third. One swung on and missed. First strike two. And Kaya does not strike out a lot. This one is hit to second. Throw on to first in time for out number 3. Jags able to get a base runner. But another 0 put up by Savala as we go to the 4th. Back here for inning number 4. There have been a couple changes for the Jaguars that we'll get to in a minute. But it's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters with Araceli Jamies starting off for Folsom, who reached on an error her last time up. All right, so here's the changes. Deja Smith will come in to catch, and Bella Gianbruno will go into the DP spot. Right, and this one is hit foul, and that is number 23. We set the bar at 110, and so far we've had 23 go right over our head. don't know how many thumbs up we got to give, but to give before. All right, so this one is bowled in home, but is not a strike. Count goes 1-1. One is swung on a miss, strike 2. And that is the power that we've been talking about the last 2 years. So I'm not sure why there keeps being confusion with the count. But the 1-2 pitch coming is... That didn't look like it was low enough for a ball, but it was called that way. Might have to talk to one of the experts sitting behind us. That one definitely is a ball, and the count runs full. And the 3-2 pitch coming is down in the dirt for a ball. Ball 4, and Jamie's will reach first.
The center fielder, Elizabeth Wiley.
And Liz Wiley will come up after grounding out her last time up. And this one is well high for a ball. And Coach Rooney will come out to have a talk. All right, so on Thursday we forced Matt to come up with an all-star starting lineup for softball, and it's only right that Folsom is just having fun over there. It's only right that we repay that by putting together an all-star lineup for both basketball teams. And in doing that, we'll unintentionally exclude anyone that was here before the 15-16 season, because we didn't see anything before that. But we did put together an all-star football team. Delman Williams being our quarterback, with Dejan Packer and Juwan Etheridge as the running backs. Donald Weathersby over at a receiver spot. All right, and we're about ready to go here. 1-0 count, no outs, and a runner on first. And pitch on the inside, bunted, but it goes foul. It is a warmer day than what we've been used to recently. But if we don't got to deal with wind and rain, we're happy. One is up high for a ball, and it's 2-1. And the pitch coming, and it's bunted, but goes foul, and the count will go to 2-2. Our in-house scoreboard is Not correct. And now it is. Count 2-2 with no outs and a runner on first. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout for Valdez as Sidney Verlin will come up.
The first baseman, Sidney Verlin.
And she took a walk last time up. And pitch on the inside. Taken for a ball. And the 1-0 is hits. It's down the third base side, but foul. And we'll go to 1-1. Pitch coming, swung on and missed, strike 2. Just put some heat and whatever other words you want to use. One, two coming, up high for a ball. Count goes 2-2. And this one is pot foul, and that is number 24. That has gone right over our head. Two-two pitch has popped up, and it'll be Carissa Smith calling everybody off to make the catch for out number 2.
The third baseman, Emma Guyton.
And bearing Emma Gayton up. She struck out swinging her last time up. And the first pitch is up high for a ball. Yeah, Folsom has had a few doubles. And this one is dribbled down the first base line, and the throw will be well in time from Valdez for out number 3. Another 0 put up by Atlanta Valdez as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. back here for bottom of the inning number 4. 3, 4, and 5 hitters will come out for the Jags, and it will be Malia Venegas starting it off. And it appears that there's also going to be a change coming from the Jags.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
But Venegas hit an infield single for the last time up. And still waiting to see if Coach Mooney is making a change or confirming one that happened already. And it appears that she was just confirming. All right, and Malia Venegas up to hit. First pitch is popped into center, and it'll be the center fielder Wiley coming up to make the catch.
The right fielder, Jade Henry.
And that'll bring Jade Henry up. Grounded out back to the pitcher. Back in the first. And pitch on the outside, called strike. And pitch coming is hit right back. Second baseman is go over, and the throw is in time from Vasquez. And that will be out number 2 with Gabby Jordan coming up.
The first baseman, Gabby Jordan.
And she struck out swinging her last time up. And this one on the outside, taken for a ball. See, this guy, he's got the same look whether it's a ball or a strike. He's got that same half squat. So we just got to sit and wait for him to make a call. And this one is well inside for ball 2. Two-0 on the outside. Called strike. And the count goes to 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. One is hit foul, and we will stay at 2-2. Sorry, the count is now 2-2. And the pitch is hit foul. And now we will stay at 2-2. And the pitch is fouled. Hold again, and we will go back with a 2-2 count again. And the pitch. Fouled off again, and we will stay at 2-2. Gabby Jordan battling here. Coming up on pitch number 8. And the pitch. Down the middle, strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody on. Jags trail 2-0, going to the 5th. Back here at LadyJag's field, top of inning number 5. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Folsom, with Adriana Vasquez starting off.
The second baseman, Adriana Vasquez.
And she comes up after striking out swinging to start off the 3rd. And the first pitch on the inside, taken for a ball. And this one, okay, I have no idea where that one missed. That one was essentially down the middle and was called a ball. Two-one pitch coming. This one is hit right back to Valdez, but it'll be Carissa Smith picking it up. The throw is in time. And that is a great throw. None of the Folsom fans liked the call. Oh, and it was close, but lean on the side of the call there.
The pitcher, Isabella Zavala.
All right, that'll bring Zavala back up. She singled into right field her last time up. As the first pitch is taken for a ball. A 1-0 on the outside, taken for ball 2. One is hit foul over the Jaguars' dugout, and we will go to 2-1. Two-one pitch, up high for a ball. And we now go to 3-1. Three-one pitch is hit right to Gabby Jordan for out number 2.
The left fielder, Haley Reginato.
And Haley Reginato will come up. Struck out swinging and was hit by a pitch her last time up. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. You want to get it out here because you don't want to risk Montoya and Yanez is coming up with runners on. One is hit foul, and the count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch, and it hit her right in the knee. So that's the second straight time she's been hit by a pitch here today. And Itzel Montoya will come up.
The right fielder, Itzel Montoya.
And she comes up 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. One is hit into center. And 2 on, 2 out. With Claire Yanez.
The designated player, Claire Yanez.
And actually, a switch has been made. Michaela Pamplona will stay in.
The catcher, Michaela Pamplona.
And she comes up batting under 100 on the year. Comes up 1 for 15. And pitches high for a ball count, now 2-0. 2 outs and runners on first and second. And the pitch. On the outside, called strike. Two one coming. Is on the inside, taken for a ball, and it is now 3-1. Pitch coming is hit foul, and we're now full at 3-2. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the inning. And And the pitch. Up high, ball 4, and bases are loaded for Araceli Jaimes.
The shortstop, Araceli Jaime.
And she comes up after taking a walk her last time up. And first pitch is a swing and a miss. And pitch on the inside, taken for a strike, and it's 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch is hit down the third base side, but foul. And the 0-2 again on the outside, taken for a ball. Elizabeth Wiley set to come up. And this pitch is in the dirt. What a great job by Jimenez to not let it go too far. And 2-2 is hit into left. Shades will get under it and make the catch for out number 3. Couple base runners. But no harm done. As the score will be 2-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. Back here for the bottom of the 5th, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, and Bella Gianbruno starting it off.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
And she flew out to right center. Back in the 2nd. And the pitch is down on the dirt, ball 1. 1-0 coming. It's up high for a ball. Count now 2-0. And the pitch is hit to short and throw on to first in time from Jaime's for out number 1.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
Now to bring Deja Jimenez up for the first time today. She comes in hitting at .211 with 4 RBIs and a team leading 5 stolen bases as the first pitch is taken for a ball. And the 1-0 shows bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 2. And the 2-0 on the outside, taken for a strike, and it's now 2-1. And Jimenez showing bunt, pulls back, and she will take ball 3. And Zavala is throwing a great game so far. As this one hits her. And Amber Grauman will come out to talk to him. She thinks it needs to hit the bat. And that call will be upheld, and Carissa Smith will come up to hit.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
For Zavala, 4 1/3 innings so far. He's only given up 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and currently in a batting average under 100 so far today. This pitch is on the outside, taken for a ball. And the 1-0 on the outside, taken for a ball. Count goes 2-0. The outfield does not want anything over their head, and they're playing deep back there. There's Grauman will come out to talk to her pitcher. But while we have this moment, next time we will be with you will be on Tuesday for the doubleheader with Santa Rosa. First game to start at 12, with the pre-show to get going at 11:45 on the San Jose City Softball Channel. See, the one song I was looking forward to ended early. Now I'm sad. I was about to have this whole place going. All right, 2-0 pitch. Up high for ball 3. Runner on first, 1 out in the inning. And the pitch. On the inside, taken for a strike. Three-one pitch coming. And this is hit foul. And it bounces right off the Jaguars bullpen. And Carissa actually had a couple of great at-bats on Thursday. She only came up twice, saw a total of 20 pitches, and was walked both times. And a 3-2 count here. The one is hit into left center. Never base hit. Deja Smith will stop at second. And we got 2 on. And he's coming up.
The left fielder, Lorena Solis.
One out, 2 on. And the corners are playing real close, expecting a bunt, and she does. They're on to first is in time, but runners advance over on the sacrifice play.
The center fielder, Melissa Felix.
All right, we're back to the top of the order. An uncharacteristic day as Felix is looking for her first hit of the game. And the pitch is slapped foul on the third base side. The 0-1 on the outside, taken for a ball. Runners on second and third, 1-1 count. And this is hit into the left center, and you couldn't make the catch. The 1-run scores, throw-in home is in time for out number 3. But a run does score, and it is now 2-1. And as we go to the 6th inning. Back here for the top of inning number 6, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Started off for Folsom with Elizabeth Wiley, and we do have a new pitcher, and we got a third one on the roster, Carissa Smith, making her first pitching appearance of the season.
Now pitching for the Jaguars, number 3, Carissa Smith.
There's a few defensive changes for the Jaguars. Carissa Smith will go over the Carissa Smith will go over the pitch for the first time this year. And we'll bring the other defensive changes in just a minute. The center fielder, Elizabeth Wiley. And first pitch from Smith on the inside, called strike. All right, so Kaya Sandoval will go over to short. Shades will move up to second, and Yuvia Limon will come in to left. One is hit right back, but Sandoval will take it and throw on the first in time for out number 1.
The third baseman, Sydney Berlin.
That'll bring Sydney Verlin up, as this one is Bolden home. And the count goes 1-0. And the 1-0. Hit to third. But Venegas will get it and throws in time for out number 2.
The shortstop, Emma Gayton.
That will bring Emma Gayton up. She's taking a walk, a strikeout swinging, and grounded out her last time up. And the first pitch is a comebacker, and it's through into center field for her first hit of the game.
The second baseman, Adriana Vasquez.
And that'll bring Vasquez back up. She too has the same line score: a walk, strikeout swinging, and a ground out. Pitch is taken up high for a ball. Runner on first with 2 outs. And the pitch on the inside, taken for a ball. Oh, 2 pitch. Up high for a ball, and it counts now 3-0. Now, there is a little bit of advantage for the hitter when you do have a smaller strike zone. And ball 4. So now 2 runners on for Savala.
The pitcher, Isabella Savala.
And she comes up after lining out to Gabby Jordan. Back in the 5th inning. This one is a dribbled foul. Count goes 0-1. And the pitch is hit to shade. Says she can't get it. She couldn't scoop it up off the ground. A run will score. And the tag is made at second. Get to end the inning. Nearly a harmless inning for Carissa Smith. But a run scores, and it will be 3-1 going to the bottom of the fifth, of the sixth. Back here for inning number 6. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters with Kaya Sandoval starting it off. And the first pitch is dribble foul down the right field line. All right, so we discovered that the umpire lied to us. He said that Folsom made a couple position changes, and looking out on the field, they definitely did not. The 0-1 is a bunt that goes foul. And the 0-2 pitch on its way. One is hit foul. And count will stay 0-2. Venegas and Henry set to come up in this inning. And this pitch is high for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. And the pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. And throw to first is in time for the first out.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
That will bring Malia Venegas up. She flied out to center her last time up. First pitch on the outside, taken for a strike. Jags trail 3-1. And this pitch on the inside, taken for a ball. 1-1 coming on the outside for a ball. One out, nobody on. And the 2-1 coming. This hit foul. Oh, if he's able to get that to go, oh, that's likely a double. And the pitch. Hit foul, and we'll do it again. And 2-2 coming. This is dribble foul. Choo-choo coming again. This one is slapped foul. And a great battle goal from Venegas coming up on pitch number 8. And we have a trainer that will finally do something. Arnold, you had to tell him to move. James is already going over there grabbing balls. And this one is hit to short. Throw to first is in time for the out number 2.
The right fielder, Jade Henry.
And Jade Henry will come back up. And you know it's a great day pitching when she is looking for her first hit. Comes up 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs. And it's on the outside, called strike. No one on, 2 outs in the inning. The 0-1 pitch, up high for a ball, count goes 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is down in the dirt for a ball. Two 1 pitch on its way. And this is tipped foul. And the count goes 2-2. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And just a great day pitching for Isabella Zavala as she puts up another 0 And the Jags trail 3-1 going to the 7th. Back here for the top of inning number 7. 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Folsom with Haley Reginato starting it off, who struck out swinging and since then has been hit twice. And she swings at the first one, does not make contact, strike one. And the 0-1, she dribbles off her foot. And it will go to 0-2. And the pitch on the inside, and it hit her for a third straight time. Or did it? We'll have to see what the call is. The confusion is whether or not it hit her, or if the ball, or if it was just a drop strike. And that's what the umpires are discussing right now. I mean, we would. All right, so the ruling is that the ball hit her, but since the ball was in the strike zone, it is going to be called an out. That was the first time I've seen that being called.
The right fielder, Itzel Montoya.
And that'll bring Itzel Montoya up. As the first pitch is bowled home. And Jack can find a way to get her out. She's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. One of them scored the first 2 runs. And this pitch is on the inside and taken for a ball. And the 2-0 is down for a ball. And count runs 3-0. Oh, so we might have to check with our rule book after the game to see exactly what the discussion was. And this pitch is throwing it for a strike, and the count's now 3-1.
What was that? It hit her inside the batter's box. Yeah. That's a strike too. She put herself in the batting box.
3-1 pitch is fouled off. And count runs full at 3-2. One out, nobody on. And the pitch. And this one definitely did hurt her. And now bring Michaela Pamplona up for the second time.
The catcher, Michaela Pamplona.
All right, so we are. We're gonna have to check with the rule book because, still don't know what exactly happened. First pitch is called a strike. And the 0-1 is up high for a ball. And the count goes 1-1. And umpires are having another discussion. Nothing changes. 1-1 pitch is popped up, and it will drop. Shades to throw to second in time for the third out. And a little bit of a interesting situation.
The shortstop, Araceli, Jamie.
That will bring Jamie's up to hit. And this one is hit foul. And the count goes to 0-1. This has just been an interesting inning. Batter hit by a pitch, but called strike 3 because the ball was in the strike zone. Hit by batter, and now a fielder's choice. The 0-2 coming. On the outside, strike 3 called. So, a bit of a delayed call, but the call was made. Carissa Smith, no runs, no hits, no errors in the inning. With a runner left on, possibly the last chance for the Jaguars. Coming up here in the bottom of the seventh. back here for the bottom of inning number 7. And it will be Gabby Jordan to hit. Comes up 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. And first pitch is taken for a ball. And the pitch. On the outside, taken for a ball. We saw on Thursday that she does have power. If she can get under one, who knows what could happen. And the pitch on the outside, called strike. Gian Bruno and Jimenez also set to come up. And the pitch on the outside, swung in on, missed. And count goes 2-2. Two pitch on its way. It is popped up to the second baseman for out number 1.
The designated player, Bella Gianbruno.
And Bella Gianbruno will come up. She grounded out her last time up. And the pitch on the outside, taken for a ball. And pitch is down the middle. And count goes 1-1. And one is hit to short. Throw on to first in time for out number 2. Last out for the Jaguars.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
And Deja Jimenez now up. She's only been up one time, and she got hit. First pitch is down the middle and taken for a strike. And the 0-1 is hit to third. Throw on to first. She couldn't get it. Deja Jimenez reaches on an error. And Jags are not out of it yet.
The pitcher, Carissa Smith.
And Carissa Smith comes up. She singled and was tagged out on the way home. Her last time up. This one is a comebacker. Throw to first in time. And that will do it. Folsom takes this one with a final score of 3-1. and won it. It was just an incredible day throwing for Isabella Savala. Only gave up one run on 2 hits. It's for the game. Yeah, and Savala comes in with a complete game shutout. No, sorry. So complete game, 1 run, and only gave up 3 hits and 5 strikeouts in the game. I mean, Carissa Smith in her first pitching appearance, it's threw pretty well. 2 innings, only gave up 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a strikeout. There you go, but it was not a good day hitting for the Jags. The Jags that just could not find a way to get on base. I mean, only drew 1 walk in 22 at-bats with 5 strikeouts. And a couple of errors. Errors that Jags will look to get corrected. But we will be with you here on Tuesday for the Santa Rosa doubleheader. First game is set for 12 with the pre-show to get started at 12:45 here on the San Jose City Softball channel. But that'll do it for today, and we will see you on